All right, let's talk sales basics. All right, so first of all, let me give you my formula for the hustle. And when you think about hiring salespeople for a startup, you're not looking for traditional salespeople. You're not going to go to your car dealership or your insurance company and try to hire those people to come and work for you, because it's a completely different beast when you actually do sales for a startup, right? It needs a lot more hustle and not just somebody that's like, give me a script, give me a commission structure, and give me people to talk to. You have to figure out a lot more things. There are a lot more moving parts. Today you're this business, tomorrow you're a completely new business. It requires a completely different level of flexibility and hustle, and somebody that's comfortable with the messiness of a startup. And it's not like, well, where's my sales material? Why isn't the commission structure already perfect? Why isn't this already a proven model that I can just follow instructions and I'm gonna make 200K a year, right? You need hustlers. Here's the simple formula when you're looking for hustlers. You look for people that know how to do three things really well, and it's in their DNA, in their nature. They know how to show up, they know how to follow up, and they know how to close, right? Showing up is all about opening doors, going to events, calling people, like sending an email. All that is showing up, even getting an opportunity to get attention, even getting an opportunity to build a relationship or even to sell anything, right? Once you showed up, that's already, like, you're already at the top of the pyramid in terms of like competing in the market. Because most people don't want to show up. Most people want the customers to show up at their doorstep, ready to buy. So when you actually have to show up every day, go out there and hustle, it requires a certain type of personality that likes that, wants to show up, wants to go and send that email, make that call, and has that in them. The next thing, once you showed up, that's just like 20% of winning and 20% of like the sales hustle. The other 80% are actually happening in the follow-up. So follow-up, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Follow-up is where winning really actually happens. It's when everybody else stops racing and you're the only person running in the race. Doesn't matter how slow you run, you're going to win because everybody else stopped running, right? So I'm going to talk about my follow-up philosophy, but the core idea is that when you make a connection with a human being, when you show up somewhere and there's a connection, somebody liked something, somebody got to know you, you got to know somebody, make sure that you never stop following up until you actually get to a result. And it doesn't matter what the result is, yes or no, both work. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. And then the last but not least is closing. And closing starts with actually asking for the close. This is something most people don't want to do. The simplest secret in sales is, here's how you're all going to become sales ninjas. Just ask the question a lot and ask it early. Hey, do you want to buy? Hey, are you ready to buy? What do we need to do to get you to become a customer? Ask that question at a time where you're sure they're going to say no. How about that? Ask when you are completely certain they're going to say no. Embrace the no. What about being comfortable with him saying no and saying, of course you're not ready yet, but I was just curious. I was just testing. Don't blame me. I was just playing. So you're not ready yet. That's cool. What do we need to do to get you ready? What are all the steps? Can you guide me through this? Asking for the close. I see this all the time. Founders present something and then they go silent. And since the customer doesn't close themselves, they go, well, this was a really productive meeting, and I really liked it, and it seems that this was really good. So hopefully, just let us know. What is this all about? What? Just ask, do you want to be a customer? It's an uncomfortable question because rejection is a pretty high likelihood. You need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable if you actually want to succeed in sales. You need to look for people, if you're hiring, that are comfortable with that. And that goes into the next thing. What you're looking for is for people with a high tolerance level for pain and rejection. Because in sales, if you're not getting rejected, it means you're not trying hard enough. You're not going for big enough deals. You're not doing things that are valuable enough for the business. You're only going for the safe area that you've already mastered. You've created a safe comfort zone in which you operate successfully. These are the type of customers we're closing easily. And now, you got comfortable in it. That's all you do all day long. That means that you're missing opportunity. Opportunity is outside your comfort zone, not inside. You look for people, you need to look for people, and in yourself, you need to cultivate the ability to deal with rejection and to embrace it. To say, if we want to make sales a priority, if I don't hear no multiple times a day, we're not doing our job. Okay?